Suddenly is what disconnected.
Yes.
So they said there's another meeting going on.
Sorry. This is 11:55 only.
More half an hour, sir.
Now we have 45 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So continue this one, huh? Just a minute. Screen share start. Yes, deplasmolysis when a plasmolysed cell is placed in hypertonic solution. Sorry.
Sir,
Sir, screen share has been stopped.
Just I'm sharing the screen. Just a minute. Okay. Now can you see the screen?
Yeah, sir.
Can you
Now
see
we
the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when a plasmolysed cell is placed in hypertonic solution, reverse action occurs. Okay, it means water enters the cell by endoosmosis, and protoplasma regain its normal size and shape, size and position, you can say. So that is called deplasmolysis. It's called deplasmolysis. Clear? Okay. Next is next is water absorption process. Okay, water absorption.
Sir, can you scroll?
Absorption of water by plants. Okay. First of all, which water is available to plant? Okay, not every type of water is available which is present in the soil. It is not available to plant.
Rainwater and
Every type of water. Okay. Yes. Actually, hygroscopic water is there. Groundwater, that is called
rainwater,
gravitational.
And having
groundwater, as
sufficient
well as
minerals,
Runway
we keep
water.
watering the plants evenly.
which do have
Yes.
sufficient minerals.
Sir, can you explain it once again?
Chemical water also. Chemically bonded water. Okay. Which one?
Green and
Deplasmolysis.
vegetable waters.
Deplasmolysis.
Deplasmolysis means it is just a reverse reaction. No? Plasmolysis reverse. Okay. So if you place this plasmolysed cell, concentrated cell, okay, in water, pure water or hypertonic solution, so endoosmosis starts, means water enters the cell. Okay, it starts to entering the cell. So if it enters the cell, again the plasmolysed protoplasma, contracted or concentrated protoplasma, it becomes diluted. Okay, so it regains its normal shape and size and position. So that is called, means this is the destruction of plasmolysis. Okay, plasmolysed condition. So again, deplasmolysis occurs. Deplasmolysis means destruction of plasma. That is a removal of plasmolysis, not exactly destruction, a removal of plasmolysis. It is called deplasmolysis. Now absorption of water. So before this, there are three different terms.
Sir, do deplasmalization occurs only to the cell which is shrink, sir, or to the normal cell also?
No, normal cell, you cannot, means if the plasmolized cell is there, if the protoplasm is concentrated, okay, so you can break this plasmolized condition. No? Normal cell is just normal cell. This is turgid cell. There is no requirement of entry of water. This is normal flaccid, a normal turgid cell. Okay. If the cell is flaccid, in during this plasmolysis process, the cell becomes flaccid. It is called flaccid cell. Okay. So this flaccid cell can be changed into turgid cell by entering the water. Okay. So normal cell is not used here. Only the plasmolized cell or flaccid cell which having concentrated solution, it can be used in deplasmolysis. Not the normal cell. Okay. Absorption of water. So
Sir,
absorption of
as
water
it's
before
turgid,
this.
after this turgid, as it's again turgid, it doesn't gain the turgid pressure and burst out, or it retains the same size.
It retains the same size, but here this is plasmolized. Na? In incipient condition, it is plasmolized. It means here gradually turgor pressure increases. Turgor pressure is produced because water is entering. Na? So water exert a pressure on the wall. So finally turgor pressure is developed here. Again, every time when endosmosis occurs, turgor pressure automatically increased, automatically produced. Okay, during formation of turgid cell. Okay, if reverse reaction occurs, if again you are losing the water from the cell, again turgor pressure decreases gradually and it becomes flaccid. So in flaccid cell, turgor pressure 0. In turgid cell, turgor pressure is maximum. Okay, finally. Okay, there are three different terms we use. Just mute the mic. Karthikeya. Fine. Okay. Hollard condition. What is Hollard condition? Hollard, it means overall water, total water is available in the soil in that particular area. That is called Hollard condition. Okay. This is Hollard. Total water present in the soil. That is called Hollard. Another term is Cressard. Cressard, it means the water
Sir,
which
this
is
is
available
keyword,
to the
sir.
plant. Yes. This is a general term, collective term. The water available to the plant, that is Cressard. And the next term is Ecard or Ecard. It means the water which is not available to plant. Clear? So water not available to the plants. Fine. It means Hollard means what? Hollard means total water present in the soil. It is equal to available water that is called Cressard
Result plus Ecard.
and not available water equal to sum of Ecard and Cressard. That is
Sir,
Hollard.
once can you please scroll up?
Clear? This is absorption of water. Hollard, Cressard, Eckhart, three terms. Hollard means total amount of water present in the soil. Eckhart means not available to plant, and Cressard means the available amount of water to the plant. So Cressard plus Eckhart is equal to Hollard, no? Okay. Now different types of water. Different types of soil water. Okay, water is present in the soil. So main source of water, it is soil only, no? And the main source of soil water is rain or precipitation. So here different categories of this water. Types of soil water. First, that is gravitational water. So gravitational water, it means this water, it sweeps down, to the water table. Okay, so it is not available. Means the plant, the roots, they are not much developed to absorb this water, this amount of water, gravitational water. So gravitational water is actually under the water table. Okay, it is not available to plant. The plant cannot absorb this water. So
Sir,
gravitational
can you
water.
scroll up?
What is gravitational water?
Sir, some more you scroll up, sir.
Due to gravitational force, the water sweeps down to water table due to gravitation. It is not available to plant. Not available to plant. Clear? Second is runway water. So runway water means after rainfall. Okay, after rainfall, generally the water drains away. Okay, it is not directly absorbed to the soil. So a runway water. Runway water means after rainfall,
One scroll up,
after
sorry.
rainfall or any irrigation, even the irrigation, after irrigation, it is not compulsory that if you irrigate, if you watering the plant, it means all amount of water is absorbed by the plant. Okay, most of the plant drains away. Okay, along with the slopes or whatever the condition, physical condition of the soil. So after rainfall, most of the amount or most of the water drains away. And it is not available. It is not available to plant. Is it clear? So gravitational water, runway water, they cannot be absorbed. Another water, chemical bonded water. Okay, chemically bonded water means water molecules, they are chemically combined with soil minerals. Minerals are present in the soil now. So these molecules of water, they are chemically bonded with the minerals. So it is called chemical water. Scroll up. The water molecules are chemically combined with minerals present in the soil.
Excuse me, sir. Can you please scroll up, sir?
It cannot be absorbed. Yes. From where? Runway water.
Yes, sir.
So can you please show from absorption of water starting? I had some connectivity issues. I was not able to see. Sorry for interrupting.
This is absorption of water. Just take a screenshot. Huh?
Yes, sir, I did. You can scroll down
Hmm.
now.
Okay. Now types of soil water.
Actually, increase the screenshot overall some-
Sir, please show the chemical water part.
Just is it done? Screenshot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. Now chemical water. So chemical water means chemically combined with the minerals. Minerals are always present in the soil. So they combine with the water molecules. So it cannot be absorbed by the roots. Okay. This is the problem.
Sir, one
Show
show up,
one
sir.
runway water, sir.
Sir, one show
F4.
gravitational water.
This is gravitational water.
Done, sir. Done.
Done? Okay, fine. Now fourth one is hygroscopic water. Have you any class after 12:40?
No, sir, no class,
No,
only
sir.
lunch.
Yes, sir.
1 hour break.
What is
Yeah,
lunch break?
So we have a lunch
Okay, you
break
have a-
and then we
Lunch
have
break,
chemistry, sir.
Chemistry, Navin, sir. Class.
Fine. 1 hour lunch break. No?
Yes, sir, 1 hour lunch break.
Okay, fine. So hygroscopic water. Hygroscopic water, it means what? Actually, these are water molecules. These are soil particles. Okay. So around these soil particles, water forms a thin film. Okay, means it is attached to the water. It is attached to the soil particles as film. Thin film or thin layer is there, and it is tightly attached to the soil particle. Cannot be separated. Okay, so it is also not available to the plant. That is called hygroscopic. Okay, so it is tightly attached to the tightly held by the soil particles. The water molecules, they are tightly attached to the soil particles. Okay, like a film. Thin film is formed around the soil part. This is soil particle. This is soil. Okay, so soil particles, they are tightly they the water molecules, they are tightly held by, so you cannot separate them. The plant roots, they cannot separate this water available. That is called hygroscopy.
So can you repeat, please? Sir, can you repeat it?
I'm writing here. Actually, the thin film is formed of water molecules around the soil particle, and it cannot be absorbed by the plant. That is called hygroscopy. The water molecules, I'm writing here, huh? The water molecules are tightly held by soil particles. Soil particles as a thin film. Okay, so this thin film is actually formed by water molecules. It cannot be separated. The film or these molecules, these, or in short, this water cannot be absorbed by the plant. So it is not available. So these 4 types of water: gravitational water, runway water, hygroscopic water, and one more, chemical water. No? So these are not available to plant. So
Sir,
which is available?
show
The
chemical water.
last one. Huh? Chemical water?
Sir, what's
What is?
after this thin film? No.
Thin
Film.
film. Thin film.
Okay, it's
F-I-L.
F.
The one
Thin
show
film.
chemical
Thin
water.
layer, you can say. Thin layer. Huh? So this is, these are 4 types of water which are not available to plant. But the last one is capillary water. Only this water is available. Direct question, direct answer. Capillary water, that's it. So वहाँ confuse नहीं होना है. Only capillary water is available to plant. That's it. Capillary water. They will give all options. 4 options. So capillary water is the answer. Capillary water means what? These are water. These are soil particles. Okay, soil particles. So these soil particles, they have small gaps, small thin spaces. Okay, and these spaces are just like capillary formation, like this. They have a small thin capillary like formation, like this, tube like structure. As you know the structure of capillary, so capillary formation occurs. Okay, like this.
Excuse
And
me,
the
sir.
water molecules which are present in the capillary.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you turn off the chats for everyone, sir? So many of them are
Yes, sir.
chatting and they're just
They are
talking
discussing
about social
about
media.
social medias.
Just. So do you have any question? Who is this?
So most of them are talking about Insta.
But actually, I
Yes,
stopped
sir.
here. Just a minute. I already stopped in security. Okay. Yes. Actually, the problem, it was disconnected at that time.
Sir, enable the chat only for the host, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Regularly, I do this. Only host means you can chat with the only host. So generally, I change this option. But here it was disconnected suddenly. I forgot this point. Okay, thank you. Fine. Just a minute. So is it clear what is capillary?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Capillary formation occurs. Yes. So this is capillary. Capillary means thin space between 2 particles, and the
Excuse me,
water
sir.
present in these thin capillary. Yes.
Sir, can you once repeat what is capillary water? I had network issues due to which I couldn't hear what you were talking about that.
From which point?
Capillary water only. I got
Only
disconnected.
capillary, no?
Yes, sir.
Capillary water, it means what? These are soil particles. Okay.
One
These
show
are
chemical
soil
water.
Sir, your voice is
And between
breaking,
the
sir.
soil
Can you
particles, the
explain capillary
gap is
water?
there.
Sir, can you
This
scroll
gap is called capillary space. Okay. Hello.
Sir, I couldn't hear anything again. There was so much
Yes,
of
sir.
Sir, can you scroll up a bit?
Sir.
What is capillary water? I repeat capillary water. I repeat capillary water. Capillary water, it means the soil particles, they have small gap in the form of capillaries, thin tubes like structure, tubules like structure. Okay. They are called capillaries. So the water molecules are present in this capillary structure. It is capillary water, and they can be absorbed by the root hairs of the root hairs of the plant. Okay.
Okay, sir, I got it.
So this is soil. Suppose if you can see in this diagram, these dark structure, white color, these are soil particles, and between them capillary forms or tubules like structure are formed like this. So these capillaries, they have that water which is absorbed by plant. Okay, I'm writing here the definition.
Sir, once you scroll up the screen.
The soil particle.
About the screen, sir. Yes.
Just can you see the screen?
Sir, the screen is visible.
Can you see the screen?
Yes,
Any
Yes, sir, the
Yes,
screen
sir.
is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yes, the soil particles small space between them in the form of capillary. In the form of capillary. Water molecules. The water molecules present in the capillaries can be absorbed by the plant. Okay, so only the capillary water is absorbed. This is available water. Okay, it means what? It means it is crescent. Okay, capillary water is crescent, available to plant. All other types of water, they are icard. Okay, they are considered as icard, which is not available to plant. So capillary water and other 4 types of water, they include and they form hollard. Hollard means crescent plus icard. Is it clear? So this is availability of water, one thing. Second, now the water absorption by root. Okay, so just a minute.
Sir, can you please show chemical water once?
This is chemical water. Okay, so in root system, as you know, the root hairs, these are responsible for water absorption. Okay, only the root hair are, means these are capable to absorb water. If you cut the root hair, there is no absorption. Fine. Is it done? Chemical
Done,
water?
sir. Thank you.
Oh, fine. Now, the root system or the water absorption.
Capillary water, sir.
The root system. This is capillary water. So the root system for water absorption. Okay. So here actually there are 4 different regions in the root. This is uppermost part. Uppermost means terminal part, last part you can say. So this part, it is root cap. I will show only diagram here. It is not much important. So a root cap is there. This is the last part, terminal part you can say, topmost part or lowest apex. Okay, so this is the lowest apex. It is called root cap. Okay, this is the protective tissue actually. Now after this root cap or above the root cap, this is the zone, and this zone, it is for multiplication. Okay, means here meristem tissues present. Meristem is present, and
Meristematic
this
tissue.
meristem continuously divide to grow the meristematic area, meristematic zone, you can say. So this is the zone of cell formation, or you can say meristematic zone. Meristematic formation, multiplication, you can say. And then this area where
Region of
after
elongation.
multiplication the cell starts their elongation. Yes, they assume their particular shape or size, whatever it is. Okay, so this area is say zone of elongation. It is called elongation zone in short. Elongation zone. Fine. And finally, the cells are differentiated
Region
in
of
different
maturation.
tissues, whatever the tissue. Okay. So yes, this is region of maturation or maturation zone. Maturation zone. Okay. This maturation zone, it has completely matured or differentiated cells. Here in maturation zone, actually some cells, some epidermal cells only. This is epidermal cells. Suppose these are epidermal cells. So from epidermal cells, they start outgrowth as long hairy structure. They are called root hair. So these are root hair. Okay. So root hair are developed from maturation zone. Okay. These root hairs, actually each root hair, it is long hairy structure, elongated structure, and it is outgrowth. It is not complete cellular structure. It is outgrowth of epidermal cell. Okay, this is epidermal cell. Suppose this epidermal cell, it grows, it shows outgrowth like this. This is epidermal cell. So some cells, not all, but most of the cells in the root, longitudinal growth, and these cells, they start formation of root hair. So this is root hair. Okay, and these are epidermal cells. We'll see in anatomy also. This is a root hair is just outgrowth of epidermal cell. It is not complete cell. It is not separate cell. Okay, it is outgrowth of the epidermal cell. Yes, obviously it has cytoplasm and protoplasm and vacuole and other material. So this is root hair, and the only root hair zone is responsible for absorption of water. Okay, you know this very well. Only the root hair are responsible for absorption of water. If you cut the root hair, if you remove the root hair, no absorption of water. Fine. Okay, this is the point. So I'm not describing in language, only the this part, just a rough idea I give about the root system. Now pathway of movement of water. Okay, so there are two different paths. Okay, I think you are aware of these terms, pathways of movement of water. These are two terms actually we use, symplast and apoplast. Okay, there are two different terms, symplast, apoplast. Here, actually what happens, symplast, sorry, this is symplast.
Once, can you scroll up for capillary water?
Yes, this is a root system only. In symplast, what happens actually, the water moves from the protoplasm, from one cell to next cell through the protoplasm. Okay, if the living material is involved in this movement of water, then it is called symplast. Okay, and if it is non-living material, then it is called apoplast. So there are two terms we use to explain the pathway. Fine. So this is symplast. What is symplast actually? If water moves from cell to cell through the protoplasm, okay, it is called symplast. It is symplast. Fine. So this is symplast process. It is also called transmembrane process because it moves through the membrane also. It passes the.
So can you please
pass
show the root
membrane.
system once?
Is first capillary water.
Sir, can you once show hygroscopic water?
Okay, this is capillary water.
So what is
Just a
symplast
minute,
also
just a minute.
called
I
as?
will show you everything after the class. After the class, let me finish first. Then I will show you one by one, step by step, so you can take the screenshot. Okay.
So what is
Capillary
symplast also
water and
called
root
as?
system and all that. Just a minute. I will define. If water moves from the living material, okay, living material means protoplasm. Protoplasm is a living material, huh? So through the living material, if the water passes from one cell to next cell, it is called symplast. Okay, and the symplast, because this is the cell, suppose this is cell membrane, cell wall and cell membrane. So it enters the protoplasma through the cell membrane. So it passes the membrane. Okay, so it is called transmembrane pathway. Okay, it is also called transmembrane pathway. Just when I include this, it is called symplast. It is also called, means water passes through the membrane, plasma membrane, through the plasma membrane. So it is called transmembrane pathway. Symplast or transmembrane pathway, because it has to pass the membrane now. Compulsory, it passes the membrane to enter the protoplasm. So it is called transmembrane pathway. Is it clear? I will show you in diagram. Just a minute. Let me finish this definition. Next definition is in this pathway, that is apoplast. So what does it mean? Apoplast, it means if non-living material, non-living part of the cell is included in water movement. So water moves through a xylem or cell wall. Okay, that is called apoplast. If water passes cell wall, okay, it is, and cell wall is the non-living material of the cell. It is
Your
called
voice is not clear.
apoplast. Okay, apoplast. There
Clear
is no
for
other
us.
name for apoplast. So apoplast means non-living. Symplast is living. So I'm showing you in the diagram here. It will be easy to understand. This is the cell. Okay, it is also given in NCERT, I think. These are different cells. Okay, So this cell has its just a minute, sorry.
So it passes through plasmodesmata.
Plasmodesmata is possible. That is simple.
It is possible in
That is
apoplast.
symplast, not apoplasm.
Okay.
No, apoplasm means non-living only. The plasmodesmata, it means it is not a structure, it is the gap. No, it is just a junction between two cells. So this is the gap only, the pore, you can say. Here, this structure is plasmodesmata. This
Which
point,
is
this
efficient,
pore.
sir? Which is efficient?
Okay, so no, this is just passage. Cytoplasm is also not efficient. Okay, it is just passage to pass that water, which is enter the cell, enter the protoplasm.
Yes.
Okay, but yes, if you are comparing both symplast and apoplast, so generally apoplast is more efficient, is more fast rather than symplast, because symplast is it has to cross the complete material which is present in the protoplasm.
Yes.
This is thick granular material now.
Yes.
But in apoplast there is no any restriction. Only the cell wall is there. Okay.
Yes,
so it is easy. Apoplast is easy, so it becomes faster.
Sir, your voice is breaking,
So
sir.
here this is cell membrane.
Sir,
Voice is breaking.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
here is not clear.
Okay, now is it clear?
No.
Yes, sir. It's okay now.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
It's better now, sir.
I can hear the
Now is it clear?
voice.
Okay. Or suppose this is first cell.
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So here different cells are there. First of all, epidermal cell which has root hair. Okay, so from the root hair, water enters the epidermis. Okay, epidermis to cortex, then endodermis. Okay, so I'm taking here cortex. This is cortex. Okay, so this cortex. Just a minute. It is cortex now. So we have to form plasmodesmata. Okay, so this is cortex. Through the epidermis, water enters from the epidermis. Okay, from the epidermis. One more thing, through the epidermis, actually the water enters. Just a minute. This is epidermis. Okay, this is the epidermis. So in this epidermis, water enters from the soil, and the water moves. Some amount of water also enters the cell wall. Okay, cell wall. So some amount of water, it moves, it passes cell to cell through the cell wall only. Means it doesn't enter the protoplasm. Okay, it doesn't enter the protoplasm. So it is apoplast. This red color water, it enters the cell wall and it moves through the cell wall only, from cell to cell. Okay, so this water, it is means this movement of water, this pathway is apoplast. And this white color line, it shows symplast. Okay, this is cytoplasm, protoplasm. All cells of protoplasm, they are not dead cells. So epidermis to cortex, cortex to endodermis. If you know the sequence, this is epidermis, then cortex, then endoderm or endodermis, and then pericycle, if you are aware of the anatomy of the plant. So this is pericycle and finally xylem. So here I'm explaining both apoplast and symplast. So this cytoplasm, this is protoplasm, or you can say cytoplasm. So water enters the protoplasm, again it enters through the protoplasm via plasmodesmata. This point is plasmodesmata. Huh? Someone asked about this. This is plasmodesmata. So plasmodesmata means these are cell junctions in plant cell where cell wall is absent between two adjacent cells. Plasmodesmata. So through plasmodesmata, it enters the next protoplasm, next cell. Okay. So these are plasmodesmata. Fine. It is slower. This movement is slower because the water has to pass protoplasm, which is colloidal solution actually. There is no space. So it is slower rather than apoplast. Now what is apoplast? In apoplast, water moves through the cell wall only. Only cell. It doesn't enter the protoplasm. It doesn't enter the cell. Okay.
Sir, it
So it
have to
moves through the
enter. Sir, it have to enter in endodermis, right? Sir, it Casparian will be
endoderm.
there.
Yes, sir. I'm coming to the point. That is why I stopped that red line in endodermis. Okay. So it enters the cell wall and continuously move through the cell wall only. Okay. That is called apoplast because it is non-living material. First thing. Second, here the problem is in endodermis. In endodermis, actually, the structure, I don't know, are you aware of this? This structure is there. Structures are called Casparian strips. Okay. Casparian strips are found in the roots, not in stem. In the roots, endodermis of roots. Okay. And these Casparian strips, they do not allow water through the cell wall. Okay. So here the water has to enter the protoplasm at this point. Okay. And yes, again, this water again after this means it has to cross that Casparian strip only. Now this is bypass, you can say. So again it enters the cell wall. Some amount of water again enters the cell wall and apoplasm starts. No issue. Clear? So
yes, sir.
It can be re-entered in the cell and it performs apoplast, some amount, and other that is symplast. So this amount it shows symplast. Okay. So that is called this white structure. Just a minute. I will show you. This white structure is called Casparian plasmodesmata. These are junctions. Okay, these are gaps between two, not gap exactly, the junction, the interconnection, you can say, between the two cells. Okay, between two cells there is a junction between two cells actually, so that the materials can be transported between two cells. They are called plasmodesmata. These type of junctions are also present in the epithelial cell. Okay, so zoology teacher will teach you this part. They are called cell junction. Okay.
So the
Or in
white
the
arrows
cell
are the
biology, I will
simplest,
teach you
right?
that cell. The white is symplast, yes.
Yes.
And the red is apoplast. Just wait. I will mention here. This is symplast. And the red one is apoplast. In short, symplast through the living material, apoplast through the non-living material. In other words, symplast through protoplasm, apoplast through cell wall. But it is not possible in endodermis because Casparian strips are present. Okay, so they do not allow further passage to this water. So water has to enter the cell, means protoplasm. So here again, it starts means this part of the journey of this water, it is actually apoplast. Sorry, symplast. So apoplast is converted into symplast. Again, it enters the cell wall. Again, apoplast starts. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, once can you tell the
The
question for
problem is
written
that the
exam?
main point of the water absorption is remaining. Okay. Now what to do? Okay.
Can you tell the
In
portion?
evening, you have one extra class or any classes there or just study hour?
Sir, lunch break, sir.
Organic.
So we have just
In every
hour of lunch break, sir.
Sir, can we leave to
No, no,
the
no,
just
not
an hour of
this.
lunch break?
I'm
Chemistry sir
asking
is going
about
to take.
evening.
Chemistry sir is going to
Sir,
take an extra
chemistry.
Sir,
class, sir.
evening
Asking about
completely we'll having chemistry class, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
Yeah,
you,
for
2:40
the
to
plant.
5:40
sir,
is
you can
chemistry.
ask chemistry sir and take
from
1 hour of
4 to
botany and
5.
Let's sir speak no.
5 to 6. If you are free, then we can sit here.
So chemistry sir is
yes
only
sir,
taking
sir,
till
he
5:50,
shall
sir.
take.
Sir, at 6:30 you can take.
Okay,
Sir.
no
Okay, sir,
problem.
from 5
In
o'clock.
next 3 days, just a minute, just listen to me.
6:30.
In next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think you have one extra class or study hour.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Sir, study hours, sir.
So let me check this in the planner, in the timetable. I think you have one extra class or one not extra class, that is study hour only. Okay. So I think you will free at that time. So I need only half an hour only, hardly
Yeah,
half an
sir,
hour,
it's
20
on
minutes only to
Friday.
explain this water absorption. On Friday. Okay.
Study
So
hours,
we can
sir,
sit
at
on Friday,
4:50 to 5:50. There's a
only
study hour
study hour.
tomorrow.
No? On Friday.
Thursday, sir, tomorrow, 4:50 to 5:50.
Sir, tomorrow take 4:50 to 5:50, sir.
Okay. Finally, let me check this one. Which slot is free? So we will sit at that on that day. Okay. It is Thursday or Friday. I don't know.
Friday is
In
free.
group, I will message.
Can you take
Okay.
the what?
Or the office will message.
Sir, can you scroll down,
Yes.
sir?
Okay, sir.
So can you scroll down to soil,
Yes, yes.
water,
Just
types of soil?
I'm starting from absorption of water. Okay.
So those who completed, can
If
they
you
leave?
missed this point, you can. Yes. And for this extra class, I will message or the office will message in the group. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Is it
Show the diagram,
completed?
Sir.
Is it
So can you
completed?
show the diagram?
Just a minute. This is
Thank
types
you,
of
sir.
soil water.
Excuse me, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we leave? Sir, after pericycle,
Yes, I'm hearing.
the water
Sir,
enters
so
into
can I
the
take
xylem,
the
right?
extra class?
Finally,
Yes,
after
sir.
pericycle.
Yes, sir.
Because pericycle is the last stage and then vascular bundle starts. If you know the anatomy. So first of all, epidermis, then cortex, endodermis, and pericycle. And then pith
After
is
that,
there.
it
Before
enters
pith
into the
or in the
xylem.
pith, yes. Finally, the water has to enter the xylem, no? Because of ascent of cell starts from here.
Okay,
So
sir.
finally, it
Sir,
enters the
scroll
cell,
up.
enters the xylem, and xylem is also dead cell. Yes. So here,
Okay,
if
sir.
it is in the cavity, it is symplast. Otherwise, it is apoplast.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, are you going to send these notes in group?
This is chemical water and hygroscopic water. Someone is asking. Your
So when are we
voice is very
having
low.
the extra class?
Hello.
Sir, scroll,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
One by one, please.
So when do we have an extra class, sir?
Yes, extra class, but I'm not clear. Is it on Friday or Thursday? Okay.
Sir,
So
Friday,
office
sir.
will
In
send
new
you the message,
timetable.
okay? No, somebody was saying it is Thursday. So
It is old timetable.
Sir, Thursday also
It is
self
old
study is there.
timetable.
Friday also self study is there. Saturday also self study is there, sir.
Okay, so 2 days you have self study only. Okay, so it means
Once check
we
new
can take any 1
timetable.
hour on any day.
Sir.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday means we can use 1 day only 1 hour. Okay, we can use
Okay,
this
sir.
one.
Sir,
Okay.
Friday and
So
Saturday
I will inform you
studies.
in the. Okay, just tell me, boys and girls both are included in that MB Hyderabad group now,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It
sir.
is.
Sir.
or it is only
Yes,
for
sir.
girls or boys? All
No,
So
students.
there's
Both are
another group
included
for
in
West
students,
Malipali
sir.
branch also, sir. There's another
West
group for West
Malipali branch
Malipali
are also
and
there, sir.
Karnataka, sir.
Tanaka branch.
Kukatpalli.
Branch also, sir.
No, this
Sir,
is
I
the
have
group
a doubt.
MB Hyderabad. So in this MB Hyderabad,
that is
all
the group for
centers,
Madhapur and
boys and girls
Kukatpally
both are
students, sir.
included.
All students are included, sir.
This
Yes,
is
yes, sir. All are included.
All branches are included.
all are included, na, I think. Because I have only one group, MB Hyderabad. Okay. So mostly I receive the message from in this group only. So means I have only one doubt that boys and girls both are included here, or only girls or boys?
Both are
Both are
included,
All are
sir.
included, sir.
Both are included, and all centers are
Yes,
included
sir.
also. Okay.
Yes,
So, no,
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
so I will message you directly in this group, and office will also inform you, about that extra. Is it clear?
Clear,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So once can you show the last group?
So this is root system. If someone asked about that diagram, no? This is root system.
Sir, are you going to send
Sir, I
this
have a
notes in
doubt.
group?
Which doubt?
I shall meet you in extra class, sir.
Sir, scroll.
Hello?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Sir, you said that pressure potential is the pressure exerted on cell wall, no, sir?
No.
Pressure exerted
The
by cell
cell
wall on the
produces
cell
one
content.
pressure on the. Yes, but actually this is it represents both turgor pressure and wall pressure. It means the pressure between two, cell content and cell wall, or the cell. Directly you can say the cell, because cell is the elastic material. Okay, so actually it is surrounded by cell wall in the plant. So cell wall, it exerts one pressure, but before this the cell content exert one pressure on the wall, and then wall it exerts one pressure on the cell content. Okay, so it is represented by pressure potential, and pressure potential is actually turgor pressure and wall pressure. So
Yes,
you
sir.
can
Thank
define
you,
like
sir.
this. Yes.
Sir,
Is it completed?
sir,
Is it completed first?
Sir, scroll,
Sir.
sir.
Sir, show the diagram.
sir,
Which diagram? Yes.
are you going to send these notes in group?
Which part?
Today's notes, sir.
No. I don't. No. I will not share any notes in the group or personally. Okay. So don't ask me about to send this message or to send a PDF or all that, because office is strictly means it is very strict that you should have attend the class regularly. Okay. So I will not share any PDF or any notes in the class. You can in the group, not in the class, in the group. You can take a screenshot, whatever the chance means. If you miss the class, in next day, in next class, you can take the screenshot directly. So you can ask about the screenshot only, but not the notes. Okay, I will not share any notes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, is it completed, Epoplast?
Yes, sir.
Is it completed? Fine. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so I'm concluding this meeting here. Thank you very much.